Every life is precious. Fueled by this firm belief and philosophy of the Honourable Chief Minister of Odisha, Shri Naveen Patnaik, the state government has been waging a war against COVID-19. Globally reputed for setting benchmarks in disaster preparedness, the state of Odisha has been taking quite a few unique initiatives since the onset of this pandemic in 2020. One of which has been building capacities of the state's health and allied workforce. In this context, a vertical for human resources, training and capacity building has been set up, headed by Principal Secretary, Water Resources and Women and Child Department, aimed at augmenting capacities of health and allied human resources and to keep them in readiness to meet the challenges in this fight. Two groups were constituted, namely the Technical Committee for vetting and approval of training content and Working Committee for strategizing, planning, coordination, rollout, creation of database, etc. Public health experts and representatives from the Health Department, WHO, UNICEF, UNFPA, IIPH and other agencies were made a part of this group. Nodal officers were also appointed to channelize the flow of information at various levels, including medical colleges, districts and COVID hospitals. The aim was to train the entire health workforce and support staff, cutting across public and private sectors, including professional bodies like IMA and IAP. Trainings of frontline workers, volunteers and counsellors were taken up in parallel. Students of nursing, MBBS and Ayush streams were trained and kept as reserve to meet the surge requirement. Updated guidelines and training materials released by the Ministry of Health and Family Welfare, World Health Organization, ICMR and AIIMS were collated and an online repository was created on the portal of the State Health Department. All health personnel were categorized into two broad categories, technical and allied and support streams. While the technical workforce comprised of specialists, doctors, Ayush doctors, nurses, laboratory technicians and pharmacists. The allied and support category included Anganwadi workers, Ashas, ANMs, sanitary staff, attendants, emergency medical teams, counsellors, Panchayati Raj members, youth volunteers and others. During the first wave, the state trained about 42,000 technical and around 1,78,000 allied and support staff. 538 doctors and 238 nursing officers underwent specially designed hands-on training regarding critical care, ventilator and ICU management at SCB Medical College. SCB Medical College, under the expert guidance of Dr. Jayant Panda and his team, also provided guidance to other medical colleges for managing complicated COVID. The capacity building team also supported in conducting COVID hospital assessments and mock drills to strengthen preparedness and identify gaps. With the emergence of the second wave, the committee focused on providing refresher training to all cadres and training on emerging areas of concern like oxygen therapy, proning, use of steroids, mucormycosis, critical care, pediatric COVID, etc. So far in the second phase, 2,192 doctors, 3,285 nursing officers, 2,181 Ayush medical officers, 1,34,600 frontline workers and 1,168 emergency medical teams of advanced and basic life support ambulances have been trained and trainings are continuing.
प्रथम लहरी आरंभरू सरकार तरफ आम आम्बुलांस ड्राइवर मानक ट्रेनिंग दि जाइथिला जे पीपी किट को भली पिंधिबो को भली ताको डिस्पोज करिवो गाड़ी सैनिटाइजर करिवो पेशेंट को ठीक से नब तांका मुहरे मास्क दबो ता भितरे आमे निजको सुरक्षित रखथाउ आउ पेशेंट को भी सुरक्षित रखथाउ।
कोविड पेशेंट कर प्रॉपर केयर नबा पई हमको गवर्नमेंट ऑफ ओडिशा तरफ हमको ट्रेनिंग दि जाइथिला दीटा जक ऑफलाइन आ ऑनलाइन ट्रेनिंग नेथिलु आमे जो गोटाक कि पेशेंट में बेनिफिट होची ता द्वारा आमे भी निजे सैटिस्फाई होचु जे पेशेंट प्रॉपर ट्रीटमेंट हो जाउछ।
One of the major challenges was that the trainings had to be conducted online. Question answer sessions and quizzes were included. Training materials were translated into Odia for ease of learning. Animated videos were developed on key topics like care during home isolation. Video conferencing and online platforms like Zoom, MS Teams, YouTube, etc. were used. Critical care trainings, which focused on skills, were conducted physically in small groups using mannequins, practicing COVID-appropriate protocols. In anticipation of the next waves, the state is focusing on strengthening the pediatric care services and capacities to be able to deal with COVID in children. The preparedness for the subsequent battles continues.